Well, welcome everyone. Welcome. This is Swalo, Self-Care Awareness. This is Leading by Example. I decided to go ahead and come on here today, and it's just me. As far as I know, it's just me. But that's okay. Leading by example. I'm in the beautiful state of Florida today, and that's why my setup is completely different. And I'm not going to be on here long. So, leading by example is the one thing that we really need more of. We need more positive leading. We need more positive leaders. We need more people that are not afraid to step up and tell the truth or display the truth. It's so sad on how the world is now. A lot of people they settle for the right now of what I need right now, so I'm gonna settle to have this type of person in my life instead of saying, you know what I really need to do is pray about it and wait for God to send it, my way. I used to be one of those type of people. I was one of those type of people for a long time, and it's because that's what I was taught. I was taught, to do certain things, to live a certain way, and I thought I was living in the beginning, and I realized I was not living. No matter how many trips I took, no matter how much money I had in the bank, no matter how many cars I drove. And I'm not saying that I had a lot of money. I'm not saying those types of things right there. What I'm saying is I was comfortable, and I never had to want for anything. So until the accidents, and then when the accidents happened in 2017, God set me down, shook the hell out of me, and made me understand the people that I was so-called riding with or whatever. That's not it. That's not it. Those were the wrong type of people. Those were the wrong um, spirits. Those were the wrong crowds. And so, leading by example is understanding when we learn better, we do better. We go back and we teach. Teaching is I'm not talking about preaching. I'm talking about teaching. Teaching, leading by example, letting people know when you have done wrong, you can admit that you've done wrong, and you can admit when you were wrong, how you were wrong, and then come out of it. That's the whole beauty of it is when we come out of it, and we can rejoice. We can bring other people into our life, into our circle to say, you know what, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. You don't have to be hard on yourself. And just like the beauty of where I am now, I wouldn't change it. In the beginning, I was confused. I was, and I'm starting to tell my story a little bit. Um, I was confused on why people had to, no, excuse me, why people turned on me when I needed them. And I'm so grateful that they did now. And I want to thank everyone. It turned into a very, very sweet lesson. I was angry at first. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, this is my family. I was there for them when I'm here to tell everyone that's not what it's about. Do not, please do not let anyone steal your joy. Even you start to struggle, you go ahead and you let God take care of it. That's all you have to do. Because when you allow people to steal your joy and you become upset because they're not answering the phone, they're not responding to text messages, you see they're helping other people, but not you, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it because God has a plan for you. The same way God had a plan for me, has a plan for me, He's using me to come and tell you right now that He has a plan for you. I don't know. I know my purpose, and my purpose is this right here. So don't give up, and whatever you do, lead by example, positive example. If you know that it's not right, if you know that God would not approve of it, then don't do it. Especially don't do it in front of children. Because if you're doing it in front of children, because this is the one thing I always hear, all these bad kids. Well, understand this. Children are innocent, and children are beautiful souls and beautiful spirits until they get around bad people. And if we want to keep talking about these children are bad, look around. And I said what I said, and a lot of people get upset with me because I say that, but it's from what I've seen when you put children around the wrong type of energy, as the younger adults call it nowadays, or spirits, or whatever you want to call it, demonic spirits, they they tend to transfer. So if and when anything happens, we just have to blame ourselves. I keep hearing people telling me, Suelo, you have to stop saying it's the parents' fault. Well, whatever guardian, it may not be the parent. The parent may not even be in the child's life, but whatever guardian, whoever they spend the most time with, they're gonna mimic the things that they do. They're gonna mimic the things that their environment has for them. We don't have to do that. And the reason why I said we is because I was one of those. I was one of those kids. I'm pushing on 50 right now, but uh, growing up, it was the things that were said to me. I thought that I had to live that way. I thought that that was my life. But the thing that I talk about all the time on Clubhouse, I had to deprogram and reprogram and understand those things were not meant for me. They were not for my good. Those things were meant for my harm, kind of, sorta. But if no, not but, and if I wouldn't have never learned from them, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be able to say thank you, God, because God was the only one that put the right people in my life to have me sitting right here, right now, in this lovely state of Florida. And I'm gonna tell you, the person that's funding this trip, it's nobody but God. It's not me. Y'all have to remember, I'm completely disabled. Half the time, I can't even get out of the bed. So, um, again, leading by example. When you say there's something wrong with the world, what's wrong with you? Are you saying something? Because it does take a village. People don't want to say anything anymore because the first thing they want to say is, "Oh, these kids really are hurting, and they are seeking and wanting and searching for love, the correct kind of love, the love that we should have been given a long time ago." Leading by example. You want somebody to love you. Why can't you go and love someone else? It doesn't have to be your blood family. It doesn't have to be people that you know. There's a lot of people in the world that's hurting right now, and it's just because they feel unloved. I used to be one of those people. Oh boy, I dealt with breast cancer, stage 4 endometriosis. I mean, the doctor told me I would never walk again. I mean, it's just leading by example, letting people know that God is real. When people count you out, God will sit you down to set you up so you can be a blessing to someone else. Don't let people tell you that you cannot. I don't care where you come from, how you look. The LGBTQ, that's my family. Love you all to life on purpose. I love everyone to life on purpose. And that's the main reason I really feel that my family told me that I couldn't be used because of my sexual orientation. A lot of people want to hold that against me. But you know what? Leading by example, God still loves me and He's using me and He has been using me for almost 50 years. And I lost track of that because I got caught in an abusive, the wrong type of narcissistic type of relationship. I want to say maybe back in 2009. But I just want everybody to know I'm back. I'm back. Let me reintroduce myself. Excuse me. My name is Consuelo, aka Suelo, motivational coach. I have 50 years worth of stories to tell you on how God has brought me from, through, and to. And I can also guarantee you sometimes your comfort zone can also be your destruction zone. We got to get off the porch and walk by faith. That's what that tattoo says right there. Walk by faith, live by love. Walk by faith, live by love. I know it's a scary thing, but that's the only thing that can set all of us free. It's walking by faith and living by love. That hate stuff, We got to get rid of it. It cannot exist anymore. Well, not for me anyway. So I mean, if y'all want to hate, y'all go ahead and hate. That's between you and your God. Even if you don't worship God, that's between who and whoever you and whoever. But I'm gonna tell you, I promise you, it does not have anything to do with me. I had to learn that too. How you feel does not have anything to do with me. Most likely, it has everything to do with you and what you're going through. So hold on, I didn't even know I had a guest. Let me go ahead and add her to the stage real quick. I don't know how long you've been down there. Hey sis, how long have you
Hey,
been here? How long have you
let me
been here?
say, about 6 minutes.
Oops.
Not
Hey sis,
look,
how you doing?
not long after you asked me to join. Look. Oh, let me see if I can show you who else is here. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can turn the camera around. Hold on. You see who else is here?
Hey Mama Zeddy Lou, how you doing, Mama?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Well, now I'm not gonna take it off a speaker because you'll hear all the stuff that's going on with Brittany and the slumber party.
Oh, okay, the slumber party. Okay, so
Yes.
congratulations, congratulations. Well, I didn't know that you were there. I just looked down. I'm like, guess one. I'm like, so did you see the title? It's called Leading by Example.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
So, but
I've heard everything about it takes a village.
hmm
Yep, see, I've been here for a minute.
okay, so you wanna chime in on that? Tell Mama Zeddy to come on in here and chime in with us.
Hold on 1 second. Hold up. I gotta take it off her earpiece. Hold on. Oh, she wants you to speak. Hold on. Okay, hello?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, Connie said come on in and speak. Talking about lead
Who did
by
you
example.
wait? Who did you say? Who did you say?
Swalo said come on and speak.
Now, I'm gonna tell you that's how you know when somebody's been knowing you for a long time because that name was way back in
Minor
school.
days.
So yeah, way back when in the 90s when I was running in the streets doing wrong, living wrong. But Mama Zeddy, come on in. We're talking about leading by example. You wanna chime in with us or not? You don't have to. I'm just trying to include you since you in there.
She's talking to you.
The-
Yeah, but she's the only one that's.
Oh, hey, how's everyone doing today? Can you hear me?
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well,
The topic is Mama said it. We talking about leading by example. That's what we're talking about. Because so many people nowadays they don't even want to be positive leaders, but they want to blame everybody else for what's going on with their kids. Want to call their own kids bad, but I'm like, but who's raising them?
the streets, their friends, everyone
Social
except
media.
the parents. Even when parents teach the kids, there's someone on the other side doing everything they can to pull them away from the right way. You
Ooh,
can raise your child the best you can, which is normally me. I try to do the best I could and do, like you said, I try to lead by example. I wasn't in the streets drinking, smoking, doing any of that. Not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just chose not to do it because there
okay.
was so much in my day and time. People could do things to you and get away with it. It's not like the Me Too movement now, where you can just say, well, this one did that to me or whatever. Back in those days, you really had to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
And when you say lead by example, you had to lead your children in the way you wanted them to grow up. You had to show them better than telling them, how to live. And that meant a
Well, see,
lot.
that's what I get from a lot of the parents now. It's always, well, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? And when I try to explain to them, they're watching what you do. You can tell them all day long, but they're
Right.
watching you, and they're gonna mimic and repeat everything that you do. And some parents they don't get that. They're like, well, I'm grown, I'm the adult, I'm the mama, I'm the daddy, I'm the guardian, whoever it is, they should mind me. But if it's okay for you to do it, they're gonna do it too.
Right. And you also have to watch the company, how they say, watch the company you keep. Because you, like you say, you can teach them all day long. You can tell them you can do this, that, and the other. But once they go out that door, you don't know where they're going or who's going to be there, you know? Because
Yes,
things are
ma'am.
not always what they appear to be. People will put
Mama,
on
you know
a
what?
show.
Mama, you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. It
I
seems
found it,
like
man.
you've been a fly on the wall or something in my life for the past few days because that's been my conversation with a few people
And that's it.
about the company, about the
Hmm.
company. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
that's what it's
Wow.
mainly
Okay.
about.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I said, you with you being there with sis, I'm like, okay, well, you want to get in on it? We're talking about leading by example.
Where you going,
I
sis?
mean,
I'm gonna put the phone on the charger.
Oh, but
oh Lord,
that's a very good topic, especially with the summer days coming up.
I don't need it.
You need to be
well,
aware of everything, your surroundings, and even when you send your kids off to the school function, they have predators, young and old,
yes, ma'am.
professionals,
Oh,
non-professionals. It doesn't matter.
you know what? I'm glad I have you on here right now because what I am starting to do too, I'm starting to tell a little bit of my story. So leading by example.
Hmm.
Even with me being the person that I was back in the day, selling the drugs and all this other stuff and smoking the cigarettes and all that stuff, I still wasn't just a bad person, was I?
I never knew you
Or
were like that, Connie,
yeah,
Suelo. I never knew that side of you.
see,
I
because I
never knew that
didn't
side
do
of you.
I was respectful with it, and that and a lot of kids they didn't know, and I'm like, but how did y'all think I was taking care of y'all? And this is what I'm saying, leading by example. People did not know a lot of the things that I did because I was taking care of the kids, and I didn't have income, I didn't have money to take care of them. I
But
was
no one
young.
was really taking care of you either. Remember that.
But exactly,
You
say
have
that
that's the
again.
four. That's first and foremost.
I had the village. If it wasn't for y'all, and that's what I tell people. I was raised by the village. If it was not for y'all being there to step in to teach me, I would have been lost in the sauce because it took the whole village. And that's what I told people. I said the reason why I feel that I am the way that I am is because I have a bit of piece of all of y'all from the whole
Yeah.
village, from Sherman and Denison.
You were always
Yeah,
a good person, but like I said, you were always like my daughter, my own child. And I thought of you just like that. You know, we go to Six Flags or whatever, you go with us wherever we went, which
man.
wasn't a lot of places, but you were right there
I've
with us.
been with y'all for a while.
Yeah, you've been with us since what, eighth grade, seventh grade? It's
I
been a
was in the
while.
seven. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. I was in the seven.
But in spite of everything that you went through, you were strong. And as you say, because of the village helping you understand that you have people out there that do care about who you
Yes,
are,
ma'am.
where you're going, and where you're going to end up.
Yes, ma'am.
And you did really well, Connie. You really, Swalo, I'm sorry. you
That's
you
okay.
really
That's
did
okay,
good.
mom.
You really did.
Thank
You
you.
were my child,
It was
and I
hard.
loved
It
you.
was
Yeah,
real
I
hard.
know.
I love
I
you
know.
too. It was real hard. Yeah. So you got tears in my eyes now. But yeah, it was hard. But God, but God. When everybody
But
and that's what
God.
I tell people. But God, leading by example when people count you out, regardless of the the messenger, the messenger is different. The
Yeah.
messenger comes in different shapes, forms, and fashions.
Yeah.
The messenger is the one that overcomes the struggle. The messenger is the one that gets from, through, and to with God's grace and mercy. And then we can come back and tell everybody. That's
Hmm.
the messenger, no matter how we look, no matter who we are, as long as we give God the glory.
And you know, everyone doesn't take heed to the messenger, but you were one that you were always open. You were always looking. You were always searching for
Yeah.
something better. And
Yes,
nobody
ma'am.
really knew what you were really going through, but you made it through. You made it through hell. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yes, ma'am. It was pure
You
ID.
made it through hell, literally. And look at you today.
Yes,
Look at
ma'am.
look at you.
In
Strong
Florida.
as most.
In
Stronger
Florida.
than most.
I'm in Florida. Was on the at the beach yesterday in the ocean,
That's all right.
fishing for shark teeth. Yes, ma'am.
You
Things
can't
that
beat that.
no,
That's a
no,
blessing. And there's
nobody but
many
God.
more blessings coming your way.
Yes, ma'am.
You,
It is.
it is.
It
You're
is.
headed in the right direction. Don't let anyone turn you around.
I'm not. I'm not. There's a lot of people that they keep trying to knock me off, and I'm like, y'all don't even know the hell that I've been through. My whole family told me my whole life they hated me. They wish I was never born, and I'm like, so if my own both sides of my family told me that, what else can happen? What else
You,
bad can happen? I mean, really, when people don't want you, and this is what I'm saying, leading by example. This is for the people that feel unloved and less than. God has
that's,
a plan for you.
yes, he does.
I don't care what you look like, what sexual orientation you may have. Love yourself enough to stand on that rock and don't let anybody knock you off because God has a plan for all of us. We just
That's
can't give
right.
up. Yes, ma'am. Well, Mama Daddy, I want to say thank you. This was a last minute thing. I was like, you know what? I scheduled this. I'm like, I'm gonna go on here because I wasn't even supposed to be in Florida right now. So, but I had scheduled this live, and then I said, okay, well let me go ahead and go for it.
And see how it worked out.
Yes, ma'am.
Like you
Yes,
say,
ma'am.
God has a plan. He had a
God
plan
has
for
a
today.
plan. Yes,
hmm
ma'am. Every single time.
Well, I've enjoyed speaking
Okay.
with you. I love
I
you.
enjoyed talking to you. Love you too. Thank you. Because you know what I kept saying? I need people from my past to come on here and
Give me them. You're not
yeah,
gonna mess with the bottle.
explain my glory with God, my walk with God. Because a lot of people, I was just called crazy the other day. They was like, you
Well,
know what, you're crazy, and I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. It's just my faith. The faith I have. That's all I have. That's
well,
all I
you
have.
have to. People, they're gonna call you that when you have faith in God, because a lot of people don't even realize that there is such a thing as faith.
Yes,
But you can show them, like you say, by example.
yes.
I can't put
Leading by example.
nope.
That's right.
All right. Well, Mama, it was nice talking to you, and I will catch y'all on the way back through. That's what I told sis. I said I done seen all y'all within the past 6 months, except for Bree and
Oh,
Brandy.
hold on 1 second. Hold on.
We got the whole
Hold
family
up.
on YouTube
She
tonight,
wants to
y'all.
say hey.
We got the
Hi, can they see
hey,
me?
Yes.
wait, what's going on? We got
No,
the
talking
whole
about
family on YouTube tonight. We
not
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube. People can see me.
Yeah.
She gonna get you. Let's see.
She's like, I'm on YouTube. People can see me.
Yes,
Now
people
watch.
can see
Now
you.
watch. Watch. That's the one that they gonna use as a meme. Brittany. People can see me.
Brittany, she said that they gonna use you as a meme. Yep, and that's all you gonna hear. They can see me. Yep. Yep. Well,
Yep.
hey, enjoy Florida. Keep me posted. Look. You see what we're doing? We're coloring again. See,
Okay. Gotcha. See? Yeah,
therapy.
that's it. So yeah. But hopefully you will get that other puzzle. Hopefully, I don't
Yes,
know.
we will.
Because like I said, it didn't come back to me, so I don't know.
It'll come
Yeah.
12 or 13 weeks later, and we'll be like, oh, it
Well,
got lost in transit. But I'm gonna get it.
well,
You ain't gotta hold them that
I'm
hard.
I'm telling you, my mail came 10 months later after I moved. That was my first piece of mail that got forwarded 10 months later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow,
So
wow.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Mama
so
said she
cute. It's
loved the
so cute.
puzzle and the cup.
Oh, tell her thank you. It's so cute watching the neighborhood watch roll through here.
Mm.
It's two elderly people. It's so cute. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in and joining me. Like I said, I was just coming on here, talking about leading by example. And that's something else, leading by example. Even if no one is there, you still show up because God is the one blessing you.
Yep.
If you wonder why you are not being blessed, is because you trying to make sure that everybody else is right there with you. And it's your journey, your purpose, your blessing. Make sure that God knows your name because you are doing exactly what He called you to do. Not it's not a
Mm-hmm.
us, it's not a we. It's me, myself, and God. It's me, God, you. Whoever you worship, I don't know, but they don't have nothing to do with me either. As long as I tell my story for God to get the glory.
Yep.
So
That's what matters.
yeah, all right. So we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Sis, you got any closing words? What kind of positivity you have for us before we get out of here? Mama did the majority of the talking.
Let's
I'm
see.
grateful. So yeah,
You're talking about lead by example.
yes,
Always, like you
ma'am.
just said, always know you have to live as if. A lot of people always want to say, uh, "I didn't do this," or "I'm not going to do that." If you're not because they're not around, you're supposed to act as if someone is always around. Someone is always watching you because you could be that very reason why a person makes that next decision.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You just don't know. And it could be your story. Don't be ashamed of telling your story because every time we tell our story, it's to give God the glory. And
Mm-hmm.
we're saving people when we tell our story because a lot of
Yep.
people are living in shame because they
You gotta
feel
do
that they
this
are
one
the
too.
only one that has experienced that. But understand there's more
Mm-hmm.
people out there. There'd be a lot of stories worse than yours. Don't be ashamed because again, God wants to use you. And my saying, love your life on purpose for your purpose. It's still
Mm-hmm.
early enough to get out and work your purpose. So thank
Yep.
you again. Thank you again, family, for joining me. And I love y'all. I love y'all to life. Man.
Enjoyed being
um,
here.
Thank you, Mama. And I enjoy having y'all. And hope this won't be the only time.
Love you. Be
So,
safe.
all right, love y'all
Love you
too.
too, sis.
All right, love you too.
All
Talk to
right.
y'all later. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.